To tell a story. So for someone honestly who likes to work at night, it's really dangerous. Hi, I'm Nttia if you're new here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So here's the story. Yesterday I almost died. Okay, basically I was at school, I was doing my assignment, I had like assignment due, and I had it like for a whole week, but I kind of like procrastinated, and finally the actual day I'm like, okay, I gotta do this. So I stayed at school, and after I was supposed to take a bus, I took the wrong one. I didn't realize, but in my mind I was like, the bus stops are different. Maybe at night it changes, like they add some more stops or something. Yeah, it's dumb. That's what happened. And then I waited, and then at some point I was like, okay bro, you gotta ask someone. So I asked some dude that was behind me. I know him, I know that we got the same school, but I don't know him really. So I asked him, I'm like, why are those stops so different? And then he's like, and then basically I realized I was in the wrong bus. I stopped immediately, and then I asked him like, okay, what do I do, blah blah. And then he's like, well, you might have like to take an Uber or something. And I had no money with me, so not like I was really gonna take an Uber. But so I got out, and then I checked, and the next bus was like in like an hour. I was like, ain't no way. Like if I wait for that one, I'm gonna lose the last bus that goes to my home. So I did what looks most logical at that moment. So I started walking. Like I had like to walk like for 32 minutes. I was like, 32 minutes is better than waiting a whole hour for a bus that I'm not even sure that it's gonna come. Like imagine that it doesn't even show up at like last minute, I started walking. I'm like walking, blah blah, and I'm like trying to rush because I don't want to miss the last bus either. So I'm like walking, and then I took like a video and called my sister to tell her that I missed the bus and stuff like that. And then after that I get to this. I didn't want to ask anyone. I wanted to ask for help, but I also didn't want to ask anyone, because imagine that I just end up at the wrong, like ask the wrong person at the wrong moment, Like I don't want to be like a Ted Bundy kind of person or like a Jeffrey Dahmer, So I continue walking. I'm like, I'm not gonna stop anyone, I'm not gonna stop anything. But I get to this part where I'm just alone. Like it's only me and the street and the trees. I'm like, what is going on? So after then I'm like walking, and then I kind of like, when you kind of like give yourself like the strength, you're like, I can do it, I can do it. So I'm walking, and then I get to this part. I'm like, am I lost? Like, those moments when Google gives you these streets, you're like, is this even legal? Like, am I even supposed to be walking here? Kind of thing. And then I check to make sure that I'm going in the right way. And I'm like, okay. And there was no other alternative. Like it was that way and only that way, or wait for the bus. Only that. So I walk. I'm like, God. I'm like, Jesus. Like literally. And then I get past it. Like I was like running, like someone was after me. Like honestly, I was like thinking of all the ways I could possibly die. Like imagine this street, like the scariest street, like you the kind of streets that you see like in a horror movie, and then like you're there, no car, no one. Maybe it's better that I was alone, because if there was a man or another person, I'd have thought worse. Anyway, and I started thinking about how I could get scared and trip and fall over the hill, or how a car might come and they're like crashing and they're like bump into me, get crushed by a car, or how someone is gonna get like come like from the the bush, no, it's not even the bushes, it's like the woods literally like come off and be like, you know, kind of thing. I got scared. I started like running. I was like running, like, oh wow. Oh, when I think about it. So I get past to that place and I have like another kind of normal road, kind of something like that, and it has like a little bit more lights. I'm like, oh, thankfully. And then like I keep walking, I keep walking. I get to the second version of the wood street. I freeze. Like my fear was here. Suddenly it's like here. Like I froze. I'm like, I'm scared. And I started crying. Like literally, I started crying and I'm like, okay, I'm dying. This is the day I die. Like, I don't know, like you're never gonna see me. Like I'm dying. I'm literally probably won't even make it past here. Then, funny thing, I had two thoughts. The first one, I'm like, girl, you might want to repent in case you die and nobody finds you in this bush and you die and rot here. You might want to repent. At least you're gonna go to heaven, okay? And then the second, and I was like, wait, but I don't want that. So I started crying. Oh my god, literally, oh my god, please. And then suddenly I think about my mom, because my mom was waiting for me. So I think about my mom. I'm like, okay. I'm like, she's waiting for me. So the only prayer that I was doing, I was like, Lord, please take me to my mom. I was like, please. I was like, she's waiting for me. Just take me to my mom. Like, take me there. So I started like running, and I'm like running. The only cars that were passing by me, it was like a one car like every 5 minutes, and I had like a journey of like 32 minutes. Like, oh. And I probably think that I made maybe 30 minutes, maybe. Who knows? Because I was like running. But I was like running like someone is running after me. I'm like, God, like literally, oh God. I was like, please take me. I was like screaming. I was like, imagine something gets out of these woods. Imagine it's like a haunted street. Oh, I was thinking about a lot of things, like all these Netflix documentaries that I've watched. I saw myself in all of them. Like literally, it's probably not good to watch crime documentaries at this point. Anyway, I'm like, I gotta do so. Well, I keep like running. Finally, I made it. Well, to the other side. That was less scary. I made it to the other side, and I had one more stop until I get to my original starting point. And then suddenly it clicked, and so we're like on the 22nd of today. It happened 21st yesterday on November, 21st November. In 5 days it's my baptism anniversary. So I was like 1 year anniversary. So I was like, these days I was like, well, I want to find something to upload, something to talk about for my anniversary and blah blah blah. And then it clicked. I was like, dude, you're supposed to talk about how you almost died. Oh, and then I took I started like recording, like I needed like fresh like emotions like of what was happening, and I'm like, hi. I'm probably gonna insert the audio because it's so, you know, it's not hilarious. I was really sad. It was really crushing. I wasn't crushing because I was gonna die, because I think I'm gonna say that in the video either way. It's currently 21h59 and I thought I was gonna die. I almost thought I was gonna die. And I'm crying right now. I'm not crying because I thought I was going to die. I'm crying because I'm happy that God saved me from this. I really thought I was going to die. I was stuck, and oh my God. Yesterday, I am so convinced I would have died yesterday. Like literally, I would have died. And the only way and the only reason why I made it is God. And only God, and only God. In no way, in no other reason. Like, there's so many things that could have gone wrong. I could have tripped. I could have like, I don't know, the car could have like knocked me. It's not really the best street anyway, and it's like one of those streets where there's no space for like pedestrians, and it could have gone wrong in 1,000 ways that you can ever come up with, and I still made it. And I made it. I made it. I'm really happy. Never been so happy of being alive before. Not like literally. Honestly, what can I say? Just love God, and I just know that He cares for you like so much. And like in my silly, even like stupid thing of like getting in the wrong bus, He still cared, and He still like really made sure that I go home safely, which is a miracle. Cause I didn't. Did I mention that I didn't have internet? You guys would have never found me. You would have never found me. You would have heard about me like in 2024 March, like literally. And I'm here, basically. Anyway, so my message is: Jesus loves you. He cares for you. Seek Him, because He's always like waiting for you, and He cares about like the little details of your life. The little like tiniest details. And go be the best that you can. Bye. Well, yeah, this was one of like random videos that I was not planning to do, but yeah, be safe. Don't walk in the street like me, like at night, be safe.